Hello everyone, Peppe Merolla here. Thanks for watching. And here I am again. Well, today, talking about drumming, tips, maybe. I would like to please stop by and say hello. I would love to hear and meet all of you guys. I'm going to be practicing some stuff, and actually, I'll be talking about some phlegm accents, which long time ago I find the beautiful way to practice my phlegm accents. Also, the three camps. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the three camps, and I'm going to do some different warm up and way to explain the grip, with the grip match, push and pull grip match. So please stop by, say hello. If you guys have any question, please do so. I would love to help. Thanks for following. Please make sure you follow my Facebook profile, my Facebook fan page, Instagram. Check out my website at www.peppemerolla.com to find out more about me, what I do, my records, or anything I did and I'm doing artistically as a musician. Let's see. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel and subscribe. There are a lot of videos there for you guys to check out. So I'm going to go ahead, and while I'm waiting for you guys to write me, please let me. I see a lot of people already watching right now. So stop by, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, what you do. Are you a drummer? How long have you been playing the drums? Long time? Any questions? Opinion? I'm here. Peppe Merolla here. Okay, I'm going to get started and wait for you guys to write. That's the beautiful thing about internet. See, I'd love to meet people from all over the world. Unfortunately, as you guys know, since COVID, we cannot really travel or play gigs, go to the club and meet people like real gigs, which not only myself, but I'm sure a lot of musicians, professional musicians in general, we all miss gigging and meet people, real audience, real people. So thanks to the social media, we are able to go online, play some music, and meet different people and musicians from all over the world. So my name is Peppe Merolla. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But please stop by, say hello, introduce yourself. If you have any question, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help if I can. And here it is. I'm going to get started. Phlegm accent. For those out there that don't know what phlegm accent is, it's no other than triplets. Phlegm accent it's a rudiments, and it is part of a rudiments. The 25 rudiments. I mean, we got 50 rudiments so far, but anyway, it's part of the rudiments, and it's based on triplets, single triplets using single strokes. Okay, so if you're leading with the right hand, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, then what is going to happen is you put a phlegm, you place a phlegm at the beginning of each triplets. So if you start with the right hand, right, left, right, the flam is going to be with the left, and vice versa for the right hand. So far so good, right? Ciao, Anthony. Ciao, Peppe. What kind of things have you done to improve your technology gear? Well, I have a mixer. It's an Alice's Studio 24. It's 32 channel. It's a mixer, and I have a cable that take the signals out of my mixer directly into my phone or computer. That's what I did. And of course, in the mixer, you can add microphone. You can add, if you have a Pro Tools, you can, get connected directly from Pro Tools. Using this cable, you can it's called the cable, body cable. You can find it on Amazon. And you can easily connect your mixer into your computer or iPhone or Android. Okay? So it's very easy, very simple. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear the pad and the voice okay? Let me know. So here I am. Like I said, flam accent. It's a triplets with the flam at the beginning, right in front. Now, of course, once you get, familiar with the sticking, once you absorb the exercise, in other words, you make this exercise yours, that you are in command. Okay, everything sounds great. Hello, Chris. How you doing, Chris? Please let me know, guys, where you guys are watching from. Where you from? Where you watching from? I'd love to, meet people and knowing exactly where they watching from. That's kind of cool, actually. Meeting people from, from the other side of the world. The other side of the ocean. Who knows? Oh, the video and audio are coming very clear. That's good. That's good. Ciao Gabriele, Pasquale. Ciao. Un abbraccio forte. Oh, so okay. Chris, George, you are in Denver, Colorado. Beautiful. So you're a drummer. I'm sure you guys, most of you guys must be drummers. So let me know what you have done. If you have any questions, opinion, let's share. That's the beauty about, going online and not even like feeling bored, me practicing or playing or showing off, No, this is the reason and the reason about this video, the purpose of this video, my videos, at least mine, going live and to meet people and, and exchange ideas, concept, opinion, music is about sharing, is about love, is about giving. So since I never had that in my life, makes me very happy, to be able to give and help other, fellow drummers if I can, or vice versa, Michelle Case Piper. Hello. Best to the family. You guys are the best. New York City in the house. That's it. I lived in New York, Anthony. I lived in New York for a very long time. And I loved it. I miss it. Now I'm living here in the state of California, the beautiful San Francisco Bay Area. Moved back here from New York City 8 years ago. So, George, I started at the age of 4, and I'm 53 now. I am 50, George, so we are still young. I I merged DCI and love rudiments. Oh, that's beautiful. What's your favorite rudiments? What is your favorite rudiments? Because today I'm talking about also some rudiments. I just started with, I don't know if you get a chance, if you got the chance to see it. I just started with the phlegm accent. But I came up with some really cool, actually cool ideas to develop and practice phlegm accents. You know, and I'll get into that in a minute. Hold on a second. I see a lot of people writing. Well, you have to use all of them behind the key. Well, otherwise there'll be no no sense to practice rudiments without be able to orchestrate them on a drum kit, on a drum set. You know, that's what the idea is. Martin Man, pianist. Martin Man, I love you, my friend. Hey, Pepe, great to see you and hear you again. Hope to play with you soon. Likewise, Martin, I miss you, and I hope you guys are fine and healthy. We're going through a very delicate time right now, as you know. But, you know, we got to keep the faith, keep the music going, and I really do hope to see you again and play some music with you again. I miss you. What part of Italy are you from? I am from Naples, Italy, Napoletano. I'm from Naples, Italy, moved here in the United States in 1996 because I loved jazz music and I wanted to, 1996, I moved here in the United States because I wanted to play with some of the best jazz musicians in the world. So that was my dream, and it still is. And somehow I did play with some of the best jazz musicians in the world. I got very lucky. I was very lucky enough to play with some great players such as, Harold Mayburn and Richie Cole, Frank Lacy, and many others. Steve Turre and, Joy DeFrancesco, a lot of people. So, but check out my YouTube channel. There's a lot of videos there for you guys to check it out. Also my website. And that way you guys can see exactly what I did so far. But thank you for sharing your story with me. I love flam tops, Swiss flam tops, and flam drags. Yes, me too. True, and occasionally I use them tastefully. Well, the thing is, whatever we do, that's my honest opinion. Whatever we do as a drummers, we studying, to me, that's my idea, that's my conception of studying rudiments, is to use them when we need and make music with them. And maybe afterwards, I will give you a little demonstration of how I really practice the rudiments, how I develop them. And then the funny thing is, once we develop a good and we are in command of the technique, forget about, the sticking, just think about the melody, think about the music. In other words, make the music, let the hands go, let your hands go, because I believe that, at least that's what happened to me. If I start thinking, okay, I'm going to move my right hand now, I'm going to apply double paradiddle, double flam paradiddle, or flam paradiddle, that's when the musicality, when the music get jeopardized. We jeopardize the music in that way. But once we are in command of a good technique, we got to be able to, to think of a phrase, the music that we hear inside our head, coming from our heart, the music that we hear inside, we have to be able to externalize it, you know. So that's why I always believe in stand up for it and stand for having a great technique and be in command of the technique. And try to study and practice technique also with musicality, not just like, it's not just that. There's a difference between this and this. I don't know if I make sense. Anyway. Thank you, Martin. All the best to the family. I am from Calabria. Calabria is great. They got a good salami over there. The salami is very good in Calabria. And the tomatoes, too. Who have you studied with? Well, first of all, I studied with a great teacher from Italy. His name is Walter Scotti. He was classically trained, and he was one of the first called, really, for his symphonic snare drum. He played in many theaters from all over the world with some of the best classical conductor, in the world. And his name was, because he passed away 6, 7 years ago, his name was Walter Scotti. Great, great teacher. Usually his program was like 3.5 years old. Was 3.5 years, the full program for drums as a, private student. I'm talking about private student. And I was so passionate, so in love with the way he was teaching, and what I was learning so much. I was so excited. I did the whole program in 1.5 years. And he's just, didn't want to teach me anymore, but we became great friends. And, but his name was Walter Scotti, great teacher. And I also took lessons from another great teacher, which was more like in a musical way, was the one who introduced me to the music, actually. And his name was Antonio Golino. So I got to make sure that his name was Antonio Golino. So two of them, Antonio Golino and Walter Scotti, were my teachers. And then I did everything on my own. Even though I met some of the best jazz drummers in the world, some of the really, masters, like Jimmy Cobb, John Morello, Mickey Rooker, Louis Bellson. I met, and I was able to, I was lucky enough to be friends with John Morello and Mickey Rooker and Louis Bellson. So I did learn a lot from them. But another one that really inspired me a lot in American drummer that not many people knows who he is, his name is Dave Black, which Dave Black was the first. A lot of people, they think it was Louis Bellson, the very first drummer who played double bass drum. Not true. Before Louis Bellson, with Duke Ellington, the drummer was Dave Black. He was a dear friend of mine, as well as Louis Bellson. I met Louis Bellson afterwards. No, I met Louis Bellson first, and then Dave Black. I met Dave Black in Oakland, actually, in Berkeley, California. I was on the gig, and Dave Black was right there, sitting right next to me, and he was talking to me the whole night. I didn't even know who he was, but the guitar player that night told me, "Peppe, do you know him?" I said, "No, I have no idea who he is." And he said, "Well, that was Duke Ellington's drummer before Louis Bellson, and his name is Dave Black." So to me, it was like, holy cow, I met Dave Black. And then, we became friends, and I was going to his house. He was coming to my house. We were practicing together for very long. If you guys check out Dave Black, man, Dave Black was a great drummer, great technique. Actually, Buddy Rich used to hire Dave Black to play, since Buddy Rich could not read music. But for some of the new arrangements, he used to hire Dave Black to come in and play with Buddy Rich big band. And Buddy Rich was just listening, try to memorize all the arrangements. And Dave Black was the drummer because he couldn't read anything. So those are great information, very vital information. Dave Black. Check him out. It's on YouTube now. You guys will see. There's many videos of him. Actually, there's a particular video of Dave Black playing a great solo, like literally like a year before, 8 months or a year before he passed away. And he was only like, he was 82, 83 years old. And his technique is unbelievable, out of this world, and really reminds me of Buddy Rich. So check him out. His name is Dave Black. I also forgot about my hands when I play piano. I like to listen to the drummer. Yes. And I also tell my students and friends and fellow drummers to take piano lesson, because if you are a drummer, it's very important to take piano lesson and get like an harmonic here, develop your melody, develop your chords. You hear harmonic here, you know. It's very important, especially if you want to play any style of music, guys, for jazz music, for pop music, for funk music, or R&B. It's very important to be able to hear you playing the major chord, you're playing the minor too. You know, it's a minor key, major key. Will really help you big deal, you know, to find out where you are, where is the form that you're playing, which songs are, you know, when you play a song, you'll be able to understand when somebody's taking a solo, you will know exactly where you are by recognizing the chord change. So it's very important. If you can, take piano lesson, take a melodic, harmonic instrument, you know, lesson, piano lesson. I graduated as a classical trumpet player. I'm a self-taught pianist. But hey, I can only tell you this, that it really helps me, the fact that I know piano, I can play the piano, and I can play the trumpet. It really helped big time my drumming. So I will suggest all of you guys not only to take drum lessons, but at the same time, 6 months, 6 months, get some piano theory, beginning of piano, beginner piano, jazz beginner piano. You have to get an understanding of the chords. You have to be able to recognize notes, chords, minor chords, you know, major chords, and all that stuff. It really help you. It really help you. I had a pleasure to study with John Morello back in the early. John Morello was a dear friend of mine. He used to teach in West Orange, New Jersey. And you know, the very first time I met him, you know, he was so kind, so nice to me. He was a gentleman. He paid me he paid me so many compliments. He took me across the street from the store where he was teaching, and he said, "Let's go for a drink." And I wanted to pay him after the lesson, you know, and he didn't want the money. At the time I was living in California, I bought myself a airplane ticket to go all the way up to West Orange, you know, at the store, music store where he was teaching. I can't remember the name of the music store, but anyway. And that's where I met him for the very first time. Then we were talking on the phone the whole time. I was living in California first. Like I said, we became friends. And then I moved to New York. And once I moved to New York, you know, we were, you know, very often, at least twice a week, we were getting together, you know, and practicing on the same practice pad. Joe Morello was rest in peace. He was, you know, a beautiful cat, really, and one of the masters. In fact, I wrote a book. I'm writing a book out of his one of his books, Master Studies. I took 2 pages from Master Studies, you know, by John Morello, and I create 60 ways to approach those 2 pages, page 73, page 74. So keep an eye on my page, on my website for the book when the book is done. And, you know, it's pretty cool. I might talk about this afterwards. If you guys are into it, I show you, you know, if you study with John Morello, I show you page 73, some of the ways that I came up with, which you might be very interested, you know. Yes, Dave Black. Yes, yes, Dave Black. No, Martin, no, I don't know. Please tell me about it. So here it is. Let's go on a phlegm accent now. While I'm waiting for more people to ask questions and interact with me. So once we get a nice phlegm accent and we are in command at a good, at a pretty good speed, once we can play phlegm accent at a very good speed, I came up with this idea to play, Strauss, Blue Danube by Strauss. Do-do-do-do-do, dum-dum, dum-dum, do-do-do-do-do. See, it's always nice to think musically. Okay, that's in 3/4. One, two, dun, 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 do, 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 do. Now, phlegm accent, as I said, those are triplets. So once we get a good speed, once to me that's what it works for me. That's what I came up with. We play the phlegm accent, okay, and then only play the accents of Blue Danube by Strauss. Boom, 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 boom. So if you analyze this, it says this is just like an exercise. This can be a one-page exercise, using different accents, playing different accents using phlegm accent. And then also, once you got that down, under your belt, you can also start being more creative, which I always suggest, and I suggest and believe especially, that we're supposed to practice using our creativity. That's what makes each one of us individually special. Being creative. Now, again, it's very important to get a great teacher, that your hands moves right, you understand wrist and finger control. It's very important. Different technique, Moeller, push and pull, Once you have that and you achieve and you are in command of your technique, then the key is to be creative, as much as you can. You got to come up with your own things, your own way, and be creative. Otherwise, we're all going to get bored and we're all going to become mechanical. And again, there's a difference between this and this. See, it's very important to be relaxed, getting a deep understanding of a up and down stroke, how this motion works, because not many people really talk about this, because this is boring. And anything that is boring, people get tired, people get lazy, and they don't practice. Stop that. Don't like it. You know, to me, it's like whatever, it's hard, it's challenging. Now, the reason why a lot of people, they tell me, well, but why should I practice all those flam marks and flam paradiddles and all those rudiments and get nuts with it when, in music you only need some easy beat and you only need the groove? Well, let me explain this because once and for all, I got to say that. First of all, if you want to play in the garage or you want to play with a local band, if you have a gig, since you have a day job, I'm talking about for those people who think, why do we have to spend time on a snare drum and really mastering our technique and, why we feel the desire of no. It's because we love what we do. We love our instrument. For me, tell to a drummer, why do I have to practice flam accent or flam paradiddles or double flam paradiddle, whatever, what for? When am I going to use that? Well, you will use it if you got the musicality. You will have it. Those are all tools that you have to put it in your backpack and use it when you need, as you need. That's my opinion. Two, practicing with the metronome and feel the desire of knowing different techniques and the love and shows the love and the passion of your instrument. If you are a professional musician, if you are someone who loves music, the more you know, the better it is. And the better understanding you get, from your instrument, that will make you a better drummer. The more you know, the better it is. Now, yes, of course, once you know a lot, you learn so much, and you still, which so much is never enough. That's another thing. Because once you think you know everything, then you find out, gosh, I didn't know about this other thing now. Oh my God. And then you see another guy coming out with a video that's playing like his butt off, and you feel like, oh my goodness, I thought I was good. And then you stop, it never ends. Practicing, it never ends. So that's one of the reasons why me, Peppe Merolla, at 50 years old, I'm still practicing, going out there and, talk about the truth. The truth is practice. The more we know, the better it is. Yes, it's not just about the technique. It's also about the music. But I don't have to really be like many people out there. Well, what about music? So music, it's something that we love. And, I don't need to say that we practice all those rudiments because, the most important thing is the music. Because the reason why we practice this instrument is to play music. So, but a lot of people, the lazy one, are like, well, yeah, what about if you got to call this guy and play on a gig, and play a little blues, and play a blues, I don't know if he can play music. So, do your homework. Do your homework and play with the pure heart and respect what you do and what other people do. If you're lazy and you don't practice, do not judge people who spend time on their instrument and show their love and passion for the instrument. This is wrong. This is the wrong approach. Okay? So, we all know that, along with the technique and the books and everything else, there is the music. You choose the music that you love. You pick the style, the genre, what kind of music you want to play. You want to play jazz music? You want to play pop music? Do your homework. Go back from the ABC. Go and explore, what happened. In that jazz music, you got to know Chick Webb, Max Roach, Art Blakey. And you start listening to all the record collection of all those great musicians, and not all the drummers. I'm talking about also trumpet players, Lester Young, Charlie Parker, Brett Gartland, Stan Getz. I mean, any of those guys, man, You have to, the more you know, the better it is. So I don't have to really wait for you guys out there saying, well, I'm listening to jazz music, it's important, the repertoire. You got to know the instrument in order to express yourself completely, practicing, studying every day, working hard every day on a snare drum orchestrate whatever you do on the snare drum on a drum set, and along with that, the listening. Analyze different drummers. Cymbal beat for pop, rock, music, jazz music, right cymbal beat. Repertoire, music, sound, how that specific drummer pull out that specific sound from the snare drum. How did he do that? You know, go watch some of the best, your favorite drummers, go watch them, support live music. Watch. If you can see it, you can play it. And what I just said right now, this is something very important that a lot of people underestimate, a lot of people don't do. So, don't get lazy, show your love, show your passion for the music, if you have it. Peppe, can you break down your finger control slowly? Thanks. What do you mean finger control? What do you mean finger control? So there's different techniques that I was using. There is the German technique, as you know, which is this. The French technique, which is this. Then there is, excuse me. As I said, you know, there's a German technique. Then there is a French technique. Okay, sideways. That's German, French, Italian. Italian technique. So then we have a, you know, and then I used push and pull. You know, then I used the push and pull with the snap. You know, there is a Moeller technique with the snap at the end. Then there is a rebound stroke control, 5-stroke roll, for example, if you want to play 5 notes with one hand. You know, you can do with the right hand and the left hand. Which one are you talking about now? Because I came up with this, I put together those over the years, you know, I've been studying the push and pull. And, you know, I've been spending a lot of time on those 3 techniques. So now, for the last 7-8 months, I've been talking about, I don't know if you watched the other videos, but I was talking about the rebound stroke control, you know. The rebound stroke control, like 5 notes. Seven, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. That's 9 right there. The reason why I push up to 9 is not because I'm going to play 9 when I play, you know, on my gigs or whatever. You can if you want to with a nice tight snare drum on the left, you know, you can do it. But it's not because of that. The reason why I push myself to 9 notes It's because we make me play a better 7 notes. Which means makes me play 5 notes. When I play 5 notes using rebound throw control, it's a piece of cake. See, that was 7. Then I can do 8. 6. And then you can play, see, you can apply that technique, the rebound throw control, right? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With 3. And here, here's when the Moeller with the snap at the end comes in. So I snap it. Is that what you're asking me, Anthony? So please stop by. I see a lot of people watching. I see a lot of people watching right now. Please stop by, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you are watching from one of those groups, drum groups, I will not be able to read the comments. So I would suggest to get on my page and on my Facebook page and comment right there. And that way I can see the comments. Okay? But again, please introduce yourself. I'd love to meet all of you guys. Tell me where you're watching from, where you're from, where do you live, what do you do? Are you a drummer? How long have you been playing drums? Me, I was 5 years old when I started with my parents. Okay, I was born and raised in Italy. I moved here in the United States in 1996. And I've been doing music all my life. I started playing drums, like I said, with my parents, my mother. My father, they were both classical Neapolitan folk singers. And I was playing drums with my parents' band, in my parents' band, for a very long time. We toured all over Italy and Canada and US and South America. Hello, Leia, Violet from England. Hello, hello. Are you a drummer? Good for blast beat. Of course, if you see Yo-Yo Meyer, okay? Jojo Meyer. See, it was some of the beats. Mike Giovannangeli. Hello, Mike. Oh, so you play guitar. Like, yeah, that's great. And your dad is a drummer. That's wonderful. So, like I was saying, you said, that's good for blast beat. Now, if you look at Jojo Meyer, Yo-Yo Meyer, I call him Yo-Yo Meyer. Here in America, they say Jojo Meyer. But here it is, Yo-Yo Meyer. If you analyze the beat that, the famous beat that made him actually famous, because Yo-Yo Meyer he's a great drummer, and he knows the instrument, he knows the technique, he knows all those different, all those techniques. He's a great drummer. So, hey man, I'm a big fan. I'm in the Bay Area, California. Me too. I live in Palo Alto area. Thank you for watching and following. Hello from Silicon Valley. So anyway, the Yo-Yo Meyer thing. You see the Yo-Yo Meyer, the beat that made him famous. Unfortunately, I gotta say this because, which in a way, it's the truth. You know, you have to find your own way, your own drumming. You know, you gotta come up with your own things in order to be recognized. You know, to get attention. Which in a way it's true, you know, you need to have your own voice and your own, yes. But on the other side is like Yo-Yo Meyer was great even before he came up with this. See, that's what I mean famous, but that's what it is. Rebound, stroke, control, finger control. Let the stick do the work for you. You see, it's all about spending time on an instrument. Of course, there's a way. It's not that, you get a pad and you start doing this and it's going to happen. It's a long process. It's all connected to when you go down to the basic and the roots of the snare drum technique, to me. That's my opinion. What I had to go through, I can only tell you what I had to go through to get to my point today, to get what I am at today. Then I have to tell you what I did in order to get to this level. And here I am, the lucky guy with a wonderful wife that makes me a beautiful cup of coffee. I'm Italian, guys. Salute, that's for you. Thank you, wife. I love you. So, it's hot. But there's a lot involved in all of this. It's not that you're going to get a pad and without knowing finger control, rest control, all the rudiments, without knowing the natural approach to the drums, to the technique, you got to really be in command and feel like you are in command of the instrument in order to pursue and get to a certain level. There is nothing, that can change that. That is the truth, you like it or not. I am the guy who tells the truth, and I'm the bad guy most of the time. But I can only tell you the truth because I love my instrument, I love music, I know how hard it is to be to be a musician, to become a good musician, all the sacrifice that we all make every day without any expectation. All the times that we put in, that we practice every day for years and years without even knowing if we do have a future or not. Hey, why? Are we stupid? Are we dumb? We are not stupid. We just love music. And see, that shows commitment, that shows love and passion. There's no money in the world that can buy happiness. So follow your heart, pursue, do what you love, and just give it all in. No regrets. That's the best advice to me I can give to any of you guys out there. Look at me. If I get a job at the office, for example, like answering the phone, or if somebody asks me, hey, can you send a fax? I would like, what? Well, I know how to send a fax, but, I'm I don't know. I have no idea about having a day job. I have no clue. I prefer to just be home and be like the poor man who practice and play music and starve. But guess what? You can only starve and not make a living as a musician or as an educator if you are a mediocre. A mediocre who's trying to convince his family or his friends or his wife or whatever, say, I want to be a drummer without practicing, without making the effort and the sacrifice. Guys, this does what I just told you right now. It's very important. It's very, very, very important. You know? I mean, for you to make that kind of decision, not to take a day job, not to go to work and provide, you have to really the payback is this. You have to spit blood on your instrument and get better and better and better. Get your butt kicked every day. That is the key. That is the only way. There's no other way out. No way. No way. Except if you're lucky because, you work in a band and in a rock band, and this rock band, for some reason, got a record deal, and you guys are going to make it big time, then you made it. You made it. But you got to be lucky, though. But if you want to be a professional drummer who can play in any situation and, play in the big band, professional musician that can play in the band, can play different style of music, can read music, can make records, can teach. Well, you got to be someone well-rounded musician. You have to really know about what you're talking about. You got to know your craft. There's nothing that you can't, fool around with. That's the only thing about music. The good thing about music, what I love about music is that, people, they talk, they say certain things, but guess what? When the time comes that the truth has to be said or has to be proven, then all the words and all the blah, 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 blah mean nothing. Doesn't mean anything. When it comes down to the moment that you have to sit down and play music, that's it. That's the truth. That's the moment of the truth. I don't know if you guys agree, but anyway, that's just my idea. Yeah, I'm nobody, Hello out there. Hi. I see a lot of people watching and writing. Hold on a second. Hello. I have a lot from Buddy. Hello, Andrew. Where are you watching from? Yo-Yo Meyer have a lot from Body Reach Technique. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Been playing over 45 years. Love your live videos. Always looking at different drummers, learning all the time. That's great. Thank you very much for following. God bless. And if you have any questions, let me know. As you guys know, I also teach online. So anyway, I don't have to say that. I can't say that. It doesn't look good. But anyway, but I do teach online since we're not traveling and not gigging anymore because of COVID. A lot of musicians, another thing, a lot of musicians right now, they're doing live streaming. They don't even know if they make money or not. PayPal me, PayPal over there, Vivmo over here, PayPal me. Which that's, I was beginning to start doing it. I was thinking of start doing that, but, I decide not to because it really looks cheap. And I did not decide to do it anymore. I want to go for the real gig where I get paid for what I play. And that's it. At this point, I just go live. I feel like having interact with people. I feel like meeting people. Here I am, giving free tips, talking, giving good advice, free advice, But again, between the advice and showing you what I do and make that happen, that's the difference. That's when you need to really know and talk one-on-one and say, look, let's start from here. I want to know how can I get there because I was very lucky that I had a great teacher. My teacher taught me how to practice. It's not about, again, the missing note. Like, oh man, you missed a note right there, man. And then that triplets, you miss a note right there. It's not about the missing note, because if you are a musician, you read music, you will know where the mistakes are. You know what kind of mistake you made. You know your mistakes. It's not about that. It's about how you move your hands, how you develop your technique, how in command are you of your finger control. You know, nothing happens overnight. You think I just like open up a book and grab a pair of sticks and a pad and oh, here it is. I'm good. No, no, no. I spent 3 years, you know, with my teachers when I was very young, of course. And still nowadays, looking, watching, searching every and each one drummers out there. Everyone. When you hear people like, even like famous people, let's say, well, I'm not on Facebook. I don't really, I don't know, man. I don't know this guy, man. I'm not online. I don't know. I'm not online. I'm not on Facebook. I don't go on YouTube. Not true. They're lying to you. They all know who you are. And that's one of the reasons why I believe in that. I believe we need to practice. And thanks to the technology nowadays, the world the world will know who you are. If you have something to offer, if you have something to offer, get out there. This is the only way you can promote yourself if you're good, and people will find out about you. Long time ago, it wasn't like that. We are so lucky nowadays to have the social media like YouTube, Facebook, fan page, Instagram. Anything that you can put your hands on, do it. Because nowadays, we're supposed to take advantage of the social media in order to promote, in order to get connected with the world. Now, if you have if you have something to offer, that's the way to go nowadays. Just get out there, because the people will know who you are, and that's the best way to go. And you can help other people. I believe there is a space for everyone in this world. In the world, in the music world, there is a lot of space for everyone. And how are you going to get to that place? How are you going to get to yours? Like the old world, you have to own a little spot, the little spot that has to be yours. How are you going to own that spot? By practicing, by, if you have talent, showing your talent, and promote yourself. Because if you love what you do and you have the passion for it, when you play music, when you do that thing you do, that thing you do, the world will recognize that. People will recognize that. People will recognize talent. Remember that. I believe in that. And no one can stop you. No one in the world can stop you except yourself. So, I think this is in this video I give a lot of very good info, but most of all, wisdom for the young and upcoming drummers. You speak the truth, brother. Thank you. Thank you for reminding us those things. You're very welcome. I heard John Morello only practice on the pad and never on a drum kit. Pepe, you sound good on the kit because you sound so good. Hold on. You sound so good on the kit because you sound so good on the pad. Again, to me, especially nowadays, it's very important to practice on the practice pad every day, spend most of the time. But then again, whatever we practice on the snare drum, guys, we're supposed to orchestrate all this. And maybe one of those days, I might go live and do a little video demonstration of all those rudiments and how I work with those rudiments, orchestrating them on a drum set. You know, because the same thing that we do with our hands, we're supposed to orchestrate it on the old drum set with the hands and feet. Like all the rudiments, we practice 5-stroke roll, 7-stroke roll, or whatever it is. I always like to practice those rudiments as a rhythm, alternating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Without accent. And then do the same thing using singles. 5-stroke roll. With the right hand and with the left hand, alternating. It's very important. So, any other question? Please, for the guys that are just tuning in right now, let me know where you're watching from. I still have 20 more minutes. Let me know if you want me to, what do you guys want me to talk about? Talk about push and pull. Push and pull with using grip match, grip match. How do I work on my push and pull with the grip match? And so on. You guys thought, just let me know. Do you guys know about the 3 camps? I don't know if you guys know about 3 camps. But anyway, 3 camps is it's an exercise, military, I think, say exercise, I guess, called the 3 camps, which goes like this. That's the 3 camp as a rhythm. But I came up with different ways to, different sticking and ways to execute the 3 camps, which another way that I'd like to execute to play the 3 camps are based on triplets, for example. Oh, we got Jim Moore for Sarat. Let me see this. Hold on one second. Sarasota, Florida. Hello, Jim. So that was the three camps. Now, some people out there are saying, well, he plays everything fast. Well, I don't have much time. I only have 20 more minutes, and I would like to cover different things. But again, I'm going to show you the same thing again. Okay, I play slower for you. So, three camps. Is that slow enough for you guys out there? Okay. So, you know, when people say, yeah, he plays fast, he plays always fast. Look, another thing, to be able to play fast, you got to practice slow. There's no way you can practice or play fast if you did not spend a lot of time in practicing and playing slow on the exercise. Each exercise, even double stroke roll. You want to see double stroke roll? If I want to talk about double stroke roll, how to practice double stroke roll, right? It will take me 2 hours lesson. That's the truth. I mean, that's what it took me, but not because I'm stupid or I'm slow. I can't understand how the double stroke roll works. No, because I really wanted to study and achieve a good double stroke roll. You know what I'm saying? I really wanted to achieve a good double stroke roll. Starting from this. I would have spent so much time just doing this. Then play an accent on the first. Then play an accent on the second note. And then you go back to normal, no accent. Accent on the first, again. Accent on the second note. Okay, and then build up a little, build up, go up notch, tempo. Accent on the first. Accent on the second note. No accents. Then once you get to this point, you can go up a notch a little more. That's accent on the first. Now, no accents. Accent on the second note. Now, the reason why I practice with those accents is because, first of all, it will reinforce my finger, my fingers and wrist and fingers. Okay? I guess here we are for a minute. Hello? Okay, let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. For a minute, I thought you guys, I lost you for a minute, but I'm still alive here. My battery went off, my phone battery. So, what I'm trying to say, am I still on? Wilmer De La Royce, inbox me. I'll be more than happy. I'll be more than my my knowledge. You can have it all. We got Willie Maxey over there. Hello, Willie. How you doing? I love your sense of humor. Now, you guys let me know, please, if I'm still online or not, because now I'm getting confused. Because I had to get connected on my Wi-Fi because my phone died. So, am I still on? Am I still, online? Let me know. I guess I am, right? Okay, I'm up. Okay, good, good. Thank you, Jim. So, and that's what it is. It all comes down to practicing in a different ways. So, the reason why I practice that double stroke roll using all different accent, all different tempos, is because, like I was saying, if I play and I practice all the, applying all the, playing all the different accents. Pepe, come on, I need a glass of water. Hold on. Is because it will help to reinforce my finger rest movement. And not only, when I play a double stroke roll at the very fast tempo, my double stroke roll it's so clean and it will sound like a machine gun. I mean it. See? Um, and that's, there is no way out. It's very important to practice and for example, holding the drumsticks. I know you guys might get bored on this one because, again, what it's boring, what it's hard becomes boring, and what it's boring, people hate it. Why they hate it? Because they don't have time to practice. So maybe they don't find the time to practice. They just want to sit down and go like, yeah, oh yeah, bada 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 boom, ja, okay, boom, okay, what? What is it? So how important it is, the grab, how you hold the sticks, where the fingers, how to work on fingers, one at a time, one at a time. I mean, I just love it. You got to love it. I can practice this all day long and be creative and come up with different sticking, And how are you going to feed your creativity? By knowing your craft. Like, if you don't know certain rudiments, if you don't know, certain things, you cannot be able to feed your creativity. Now, a lot of people that say, well, they tried at home to practice certain rudiments, but they didn't get nowhere. The reason for that is because the problem might be the way you hold the sticks, the way your finger works. Maybe you're too tense, and the reason why you're tense is because your grip is not good. It's not natural. It doesn't look natural. Because you might making too much pressure, because you're playing, like this, instead of, of using and use the natural body movements. So anyway, Again, thank you much for watching. My name is Peppe Merolla. It was very nice to meet all of you guys, some new friends, some old friends. Always nice to hear from all of you. Thanks for writing me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for writing, not writing me. Thanks for writing me. Thanks for keeping touch. Thanks for your support. Thanks for showing your love and passion for the drums, for the music in general. And until next time, I wish you guys all the best. Have a great, wonderful day. Spend time with your family. Do what you love. And please make sure you are going to check out my all social media, or my social media profiles: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pepori Jazz, Pepe Merolla. Subscribe. There's a lot of videos there. My website at www.pepemerolla.com, and find out more about my music, what I do, my online drum lessons, anything that I do. Okay? Thanks for your support. Keep drumming. Music is about sharing, is about love, and is about giving without any expectation. Without any expectation. Just love. Thank you. Pepe Merolla here. Bye now.